Hi everybody, welcome to another career tutorial. I'm cripeman. What we're going to do this time through is we're going to make some more fire, but this time we're going to do it using an old-fashioned texture map. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, let's go ahead and make our shape. Drop a vertex object into our room. And let's go ahead and pick sphere. Object definition is 8. That's cool. Let's go ahead and push enter and push S so we can stretch this out. 0 kind of centers it, and we don't want to go too nuts on this just yet. Take that, push Shift S, and make sure you didn't grab anything else. If you want this right here, now let's go ahead and push 50 PAL, and let's go ahead and stretch that out. This is going to be a fireball, so we want it to be kind of stretched out and kind of give the appearance of it flying. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, push 0, and let's lose this tip right here. Kapow. And lose that face. Good, nice and good. Okay, so let's go ahead and push Command N for a new document. I'm going to start with an empty scene and grab some fire. This is going to be our texture map. It's probably one of the best ways you're going to get fire as a texture map is to make it a texture map with Carrera. So let's go ahead and do front and grab an isometric camera. Let's go camera 1. Let's drag this sucker back. Now let's look at it through the isometric camera view. Alright, output's going to be isometric camera. There we go. Alright, so it's like that. Get your production frame up by pushing the Option Command F. Now let's shift our fire up. Shift S, and then hold the shift down. You can do this. Let's drag the edges out just a smidge. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's pretty good, but we want as much pointiness as we can in our textures. So let's shift down just a little bit. Let's see what this looks like. There we go. Now we have a little spacing at the top. We're going to render this as an alpha with an alpha map. So we want this to be able to be cut away, and I kind of like that. It's in a good position, and when we render it, it ought to meet fairly well on the other side. But yeah, let's go ahead and tweak it anyway. Quantity's fine right now. Quality, crank that up. Detail all the way up. Density, bring it down just a little bit. Edge fall off up, and pointiness down. Yeah, we probably do want more. But look what happened. Starting to show there at the edges. Maybe I want to take the edge fall off. Yeah, kinda. I don't want to spend all day on this, but I want to get something kind of decent. Let's go bring edge fall off here. Density, pointiness, oh, and quantity. There we go. Abracadabra. There we go. This is more like it. Nah, but the edges. That would make a good fireball texture, though. I didn't have to stretch it. Let's see what this does. And this is kind of a thing. It'll when you stretch it, it's going to start showing banding in here. Well, maybe not as much as I thought it was going to. cool. As long as we got fire on each side, we're cool. But make note of this. Uh, this is going to jack you up. We're going to have to move on, but make sure that there's as much fire in here as you can possibly get. Okay, we good? Oh, well, since we're going to render it again, I guess I can stretch it out more. Come on. I think this is it. But yeah, you can you can see the banding. There's a dark spot, there's a light spot here. It looks like there's like a white line through here. This is what happens when you pull this out too much. But yeah, this is going to fly. This is going to have to be it. So we've got this. Let's go ahead and save this as Fireball. I may already have one here. Save it. No. TIFF. Should have done that first. Sorry that you have to sit through another render again. Alright, I like TIFF because TIFF is lossless, and I just have always liked TIFF, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and save as Fireball. That's cool. And just for grins, let's go ahead and go over here and tweak things around here a little bit. There we go. Put that there. Put that there. And we're going to get a different, I just want a different color so I can get some glow, or yeah, get a different, just different colors. So that's cool right there. Let's go ahead and save this as glow. Save as Fireball glow. Kapow. Kapow. Okay. Now, we don't need this anymore. Don't save it. And remember this guy right here? This is what the whole fuss has been about. We're going to make fire on this, and it's going to come out pretty decent, actually. Let's go ahead and do a texture map here in your color and find our Fireball, which is here. And that's cool. And you notice when it came in with its alpha map on it. Yay, we like that. Let's go ahead and put the other texture map in here. Fireball glow. This might be a little dark, but you don't have to use the red Fireball. You can just use your orange Fireball. Copy, paste, and there you go. See how much better that is? Now let's go in here, select all, and we're going to smooth this out because there are a couple rough edges on the edge. See how rough these edges are right here? Check this out. Before, after. Nice and smooth. And look, see how that texture map goes across there? It gets even better than that. Go ahead and tile seamlessly and just have it texture twice across there. That way this end matches this end and this end matches this end, and it does it across. Let's see, copy, paste, check it out. And now if we spin this around, let me show you the texture map here. Now if we spin this Fireball around, we'll notice that there's no breaks in the texture. It's mapped up pretty nicely. But that's not all. What else can we do with this? Let me show you what we can do with this. Let's go ahead and throw a modifier on here, and let's go ahead and just have it stretch on the z-axis. Kapow. See that? There you go. Check this out. Let's go ahead and do a bend angle like this. See that? Oh, but it's got a highlight on it. We have to tweak that a little bit. Let's get rid of the highlight. It's jacking up the whole mood. Oh, and you know what? Let's go ahead and copy this and then put in the alpha too, and see how that kind of softened things up a little bit. But if we just use the alpha map, you have a little more solid texture to go on. Check this out. See that? Nice and good. Now, you can also do this. You can also throw a little glow on it, but you don't want to go overboard with it because uh, as closely as we wanted the alpha maps to be on the edge of our screen, it still isn't enough alpha to hide that there's geometry there, especially when you start adding effects like glow. Check this out. Huh, actually, that worked out kind of good, but you can kind of see uh, over in this area here, you can see the other side of the geometry that you made. So, yeah, there's that. But I want to show you one more thing, and then I'm just going to quit showing you stuff. But let's get rid of the bend and twist. Let's go ahead and do. This is a good one for this one, actually, for this little trick. Do noise deform. Let's go ahead and put this on its side so we can get the whole picture. But noise deform, it just puts a little bit of roughness into your scene. X scale. Not X scale. Yeah, X scale and Y scale. Kapow, kapow. Do the persistence up and see how it's kind of breaking up a little bit. Check this out. And it makes a nice, cool, I don't know, morphing, deforming fireball. Looks like it has a little bit of kinetic energy happening there. This is exactly what you want. But like I said with the geometry, the weird anomalies right here are from the geometry and the alpha having conflicts with each other. Let me show you one thing here. I mean, it's not really conflicts, but there it's just there's just some anomalies that happen with it. And if you work it out, it could probably work out pretty well for you, but you can really see that there's, just something ain't quite right with the picture. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's your fireball. It's a very cool little way to have more control of the way your fire looks in your scenes. Yeah, you can get some pretty good stuff going. Just be aware that there's some bending in the front, and but you can do stuff with this all day. So anyway, that's it for this time. I'm cripeman, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye.